Hello friends, I am Biology faculty of QLS Academy. Today we are going to learn about fundamental unit of life. I am sure you will enjoy learning today's lesson. Now let's start with our lesson of today. In previous lesson we learned that cell is the structural and fundamental unit of life. At the end of this lesson we will learn about different organelles of the cell, their structure and functions. We will also learn about differences between eukaryotic cell and a prokaryotic cell. Before we start with our lesson, we should understand what are organelles. आखिर organelles होते क्या हैं? जैसे हमारी बॉडी है, हमारी बॉडी के अंदर डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स होते हैं जस्ट लाइक हार्ट, किडनी, लंग्स एक्सेट्रा, जो कि स्पेशलाइज्ड फंक्शंस परफॉर्म करते हैं. वैसे ही ऑर्गेनल्स मतलब सेल के अंदर के छोटे ऑर्गन्स. दे आर specialized to perform specific functions within the cell. An organelle is a membrane bound structure found within a cell. Membrane यानी कि उनकी एक बाउंड्री होती है, सेल की एक बाउंड्री होती है. ऑर्गेनल्स को हम एक फैक्ट्री के अंदर छोटे छोटे रूम्स से कंपेयर कर सकते हैं. फैक्ट्री के अंदर के हर एक रूम एक डिफरेंट फंक्शन परफॉर्म होता है. वैसे ही सेल के अंदर के ऑर्गेनल्स दे परफॉर्म डिफरेंट फंक्शंस. अब हमारे दिमाग में ये सवाल आना चाहिए कि ऑर्गेनल्स मिलते कहाँ हैं. These organelles are found inside the cytoplasm, which is a gel-like substance. When we observe cell under a microscope, जब हम सेल को माइक्रोस्कोप में देखते हैं, we observe three basic structure of any kind of cells. These are first plasma membrane, second cytoplasm and third is the nucleus containing DNA. These three structures are found in every kind of cells. Either they can be plant cell or animal cell. Now let's talk about plasma membrane or cell membrane. These two words are actually interchangeable. हम प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन को सेल मेम्ब्रेन भी कह सकते हैं और हम सेल मेम्ब्रेन को प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन भी कह सकते हैं. प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन इज द आउटर मोस्ट कवरिंग ऑफ अ सेल, जो सेल के अंदर के कंपोनेंट्स को सेल के बाहर के कंपोनेंट्स से सेपरेट करता है. जैसे हमारे घर का दरवाज़ा, उसे खोलकर हम अंदर और बाहर करते हैं, वैसे ही सेल मेम्ब्रेन अलाउज द मूवमेंट ऑफ मटेरियल्स इन एंड आउट ऑफ द सेल. अब हम अपनी स्किन का एग्जाम्पल ले सकते हैं. दे प्रिवेंट द एंट्री ऑफ हार्मफुल सब्सटेंसेज लाइक पैथोजेंस to enter our body. Similarly, plasma membrane also prevents the entry of some substances. Thus, plasma membrane is also called as selectively permeable membrane. We use the word selectively. अगर हम selectively को काटें तो हमारे पास word आएगा select. Select मतलब किसी चीज़ को select करना. वैसे ही हमारी cell membrane they allow some substances like molecules or ions to enter the cell. Now the question arises, how does the movement of substance take place across the membrane? We know that some substances move from region of high concentration to region of low concentration. This rule also applies to gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide across the membrane. ये बात सबको पता है कि oxygen is the gas we breathe in, while CO2, that is carbon dioxide, is the gas we breathe out. In the cell, the concentration of carbon dioxide is high than the external environment, which means कि carbon dioxide will move from inside of the cell to outside of the cell. Similarly, the concentration of oxygen is higher on the outside of the cell. So, oxygen will move from outside of the cell to inside of the cell. This movement of gases across the membrane is called as diffusion. Now remember, diffusion plays an important role in the movement of gases across the cell. You might have noticed जब हम अगरबत्ती जलाते हैं घर पे तो उसकी खुशबू कुछ देर बाद पूरे घर में फैल जाती है. Now this is an example of diffusion in our daily life. हमने अभी बात करी gases की. Now what about water? Water also follows the laws of diffusion. The movement of water across the selectively permeable membrane is called as osmosis. Now remember the word osmosis. We use the word osmosis in terms of water while we use the word diffusion in terms of gases. Thus, osmosis is the movement of water from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. Now let us perform an activity to understand the phenomena of osmosis. In case 1, we put an animal or a plant cell in a medium having high water concentration. मतलब उसमें salt का concentration कम होगा. Since the concentration of water is high on the outside of the cell, the water flows inside the cell. This type of solution is called as hypotonic solution. One thing to remember is that there is movement of water in both the directions. As a result, the cell will swell up, मतलब cell फूल जाएंगे. In case 2, we put the animal or the plant cell in a medium having same water concentration, जिसका मतलब है कि water का concentration cell के अंदर और cell के बाहर दोनों same होगा. There will be no net movement of water across the membrane. This type of solution is called as isotonic solution. There is equal movement of water in the cell and outside the cell. As a result, the size of the cell remains same. Cell का size change नहीं होगा. Case 3, we put the animal or a plant cell in a medium having low water concentration than the cell. मतलब मीडियम में सॉल्ट का कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा होगा. Since the water concentration is low on the outside of the cell, the water moves out from the cell. This type of solution is called as hypertonic solution. There is movement of water in and out of the cell, but more water will move out of the cell. As a result, the cell will shrink. Cell अंदर से shrink हो जाएंगे. We can now say that osmosis is a special case of diffusion in terms of water across the selectively permeable membrane. हमने इतना सारा osmosis के बारे में पढ़ा, but what is the use of the phenomena osmosis? Osmosis is generally used by the unicellular freshwater organism and plant cells to gain water. हमें पता है यूनिसेल्युलर ऑर्गेनिज्म ओनली हैव वन सेल. यही एक सेल बॉडी के पूरे फंक्शंस परफॉर्म करता है. प्लांट रूट सेल्स एक्वायर वाटर थ्रू ऑस्मोसिस. प्लांट्स को भी पानी की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, तो वो वाटर कैसे लेंगे? दे यूज़ वाटर बाय ऑस्मोसिस. Thus, we can conclude that diffusion of gases and water is important to the survival of the cell. Now, let's talk about cell wall. बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स सेल वॉल एंड सेल मेम्ब्रेन में कंफ्यूज होते हैं, बट द टू थिंग्स दैट इज सेल वॉल एंड सेल मेम्ब्रेन आर टोटली डिफरेंट थिंग्स. But in fact, cell wall is another rigid covering outside the plasma membrane, present in only plant cell. Animal cell, including us, cell wall present नहीं होता है. Cell wall is generally made up of cellulose, which is an organic material providing structural strength to the cell. Now let's understand the importance of cell wall. Cell wall की importance क्या है? We'll take a royal leaf and with the help of a forceps, we'll peel off the skin from the lower side of the leaf. हम segments को 2 parts में divide करेंगे. एक सेगमेंट को रखेंगे ग्लास स्लाइड नंबर 1 पे और दूसरे सेगमेंट को रखेंगे ग्लास स्लाइड नंबर 2 में. ऑन वन ग्लास स्लाइड विल ऐड अ ड्रॉप ऑफ सोल्यूशन हैविंग लो सॉल्ट कंसंट्रेशन. सॉल्ट का कंसंट्रेशन होगा 0.15% एंड ऑन सेकेंड स्लाइड विल ऐड अ ड्रॉप ऑफ सोल्यूशन हैविंग हाई सॉल्ट कंसंट्रेशन. उसमें सॉल्ट का कंसंट्रेशन होगा 5%. We'll wait for half an hour and then observe the slides under compound microscope. Now let's try to answer the following questions. What do we observe? What can we infer from this experiment? जब हमने plant cell को concentrated salt solution में रखा, that is the slide number 2, जिसमें हमने salt का concentration लिया था 5%. उसमें water प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन से होते हुए सॉल्ट सोल्यूशन मीडियम में पास हुआ बिकॉज water concentration was higher inside the cell than outside of the cell. Ultimately, the protoplasm of the cell causes shrinkage and assumes a spherical shape. This is called as plasmolysis. When a plant cell is immersed in dilute salt solution, the water will move into the cell because of the higher concentration of water outside the cell than inside the cell. The cell then swells up and becomes turgid. हमने plasmolysis तो पढ़ लिया, but what is the use of plasmolysis? It plays most vital role in the preservation of meats, jellies and other foodstuffs, and thereby they prevent from getting destroyed by bacteria and fungi. It helps in preventing the growth of plants in the cracks of the wall. Salting of such plants induces plasmolysis and the unwanted plants are killed. Now let's talk about nucleus. Remember when we prepared temporary amount of onion peel using safranin solution in previous lesson. When we observe slide under a microscope, जब हमने slide को microscope में देखा था, we observe some region darker and some region lighter. Why this is so? It is because of the chemical composition of the cell. हमारी बॉडी पूरे 24 आवर्स काम करती है बिना रुके. कभी हमने सोचा कि हमारी बॉडी ऐसे 24 घंटे काम कैसे कर लेती है? Our body is controlled by the brain, which is actually the main control center of our body. Similarly, our cell needs to work properly every second, every minute, every hour. For this, it has nucleus, which acts as the control center of the cell. Nucleus has a double membrane covering called as nuclear membrane. Nucleus के बाहर दो membrane होती है, which is called as nuclear membrane. This membrane separates the contents of the nucleus from the cytoplasm. Nucleus contains chromosome, which appears as a rod-like structure when the cell is about to divide, which means जब cell को divide करना होगा तभी हम इन rod-like structures chromosomes को देख सकेंगे. When cell is in resting period, that is, it is not dividing, the chromosomes are entangled into a thread-like structures called as chromatin. Chromosomes consist of DNA which contains hereditary information. Now, what is hereditary information? हम अपने मम्मी पापा के बच्चे हैं. कुछ जीन्स हम अपनी मम्मी से लेंगे, कुछ जीन्स हम अपने पापा से लेंगे. That is called as hereditary information. Some organisms have poorly defined nuclear region where nuclear membrane is absent, but they do have genetic material. Such region is called as nucleoid. These organisms are called as prokaryotes. But we have defined membrane bound nucleus. Organisms having well defined nucleus are called as eukaryotes. Now, can you tell if we are prokaryotes or eukaryotes? Now, let's talk about cytoplasm. It is a jelly-like viscous substance occupying the entire cell except the nucleus. Nucleus को छोड़ के cell का पूरा portion is occupied by cytoplasm. All the cell organelles are sitting in this jelly-like fluid, which is mostly made up of water. The cytoplasm supports and protects the cell organelles that perform different metabolic functions. Hope you all enjoyed today's learning. For any further information or you have any query, kindly go to the following link.